So it records like
Hello,
this.
hello, everyone, and
So it's like
welcome,
the old
welcome,
platform.
welcome. Happy New
Music
Year's
play.
Eve to you.
Does it still have chat?
Happy New Year's Eve 2025.
Is this
I'm
what
so
it looks
grateful
like
for
on
each
the other
and every
person's
one of you
back
guys that is
Like, I
joining
wonder
us
if it looks
today.
different for me.
If you have not been
Maybe
with
it
me
does.
before,
maybe it
my
still
name
looks
is
like this for
Jenna
other people.
Rose Janetti Kendall, and I am on a mission to awaken all of the hearts on this planet. I'm here to help people to tap into the energy of true unconditional love, true unconditional beingness, being your authentic self. And so I thank each and every one of you guys for just being here with me today. I am really, really excited for those who have been with me for a while and those who haven't been with me. I have been on a little bit of a break as I have been deep in the portal of motherhood, and it has been it has been the most beautiful and wild ride of my whole entire life. And so I haven't been on Insight Timer like I used to be. I think it's probably been about maybe 6 months. I'm making that up right now. I'm guessing that it's been about 6 months since I saw you guys. But I was meditating yesterday, and what came to me was that I was supposed to come on today. I was supposed to lead you guys in a little bit of a release meditation. This is part 1, and then I'm going to be coming back tomorrow for part 2 for the beginning and the intention setting for the new year. So please let me know in the chat who is here, who's tuning in, and just let me know, what are you releasing? What are you ready to let go of as you step into 2026? Put that in the chat. I'm super, super excited because not only are we... Hello, Michelle. Welcome, Michelle. Let me see if I can see who's here. Let's say hello to you guys first. Let's just pause, take a break. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Angelique from Netherlands. Hello, Howard from California. Hello, Eddie. Hello, Johan. Hello, Esther. I love that name, Esther, by the way. There was a little baby in one of my mom's groups, and the little baby's name is Esther, and I just love that name. Plus Esther Hicks. Hello, Terry. Hello, Dana. Hello, guest. And hello, Amy's. Well, welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know, what are you ready to release? What are you ready to let go of? So for me, I'll be vulnerable and I'll be open as always, and I'm ready to release overwhelm. As I said that, becoming a new mom, before being a mom, I was here on Insight Time where I was teaching you guys, I was coaching you guys, I was teaching you mindfulness, I was teaching you presence, right? I was teaching peace. And then I became a mom. And it was really time to practice what I preach, and to practice being in the present moment, and to practice not being overwhelmed. And I haven't always achieved that in motherhood. There was some days are better than others, but it's any moms here, let me know if you're a mom. I'm sure you understand, but it's the most beautiful journey. So what I'm ready to release is overwhelm. What I'm ready to release is just the stress, and I'm ready. Not only are we releasing 2025, by the way, but we are ending a 9-year cycle. So according to numerology, every year adds up to a number. Okay, so 2025 adds up to a 9-year, and 9 is all about endings. It's about closure. We also were in the year of the snake in Chinese astrology, which is all about shedding the skin. It's about revealing. So if you notice in your internal life and your family systems, out in the external world, there was a lot of shifting, a lot of things being revealed. And so we are closing a 9-year cycle that started at the beginning of 2017. So going 9 years back, it would have been New Year's 2016. So I just want to pause for a moment and I want to initiate us into this space, I want you to just close your eyes with me for just a moment and just place your hands on your heart. And just take a deep breath into your heart. And take a deep breath out, allowing yourself to land here. And then I want you to, if you can, go all the way back and see if you can remember where you were 9 years ago. Where were you New Year's Eve, 2016? See if you can remember. For many of us, we can't remember. We can guess. We can estimate. But just think about 2017. Where were you in 2017? This is the beginning of the 9-year cycle. And so as we move through our meditation, I'm going to have us open our eyes here in a minute, but just stay here with your eyes closed, and then we'll go into the meditation after. But this version of you, at the end of 2016, at the beginning of 2017, is a version of you that we are going to invite into the meditation today. So just take just a couple more seconds here. Really bringing yourself back to this version of yourself if you can remember. If you can't remember, just make up a version of yourself that you can remember from the past 9 years. And just notice how you've shifted, how you've changed. And I'm going to ask you to just take a deep breath in and deep breath out. And just open up your eyes for one more moment, okay? And then we'll start the meditation, just a couple minutes. But I'm just curious, what came up for you? Put in the chat. Did you remember where you were 9 years ago? Yes, no, there's no judgment. Can you remember that aspect of you? Can you remember who you were? Please share openly and vulnerably in the chat what comes up for you. Michelle says she's ready to release fear. Michelle says she's ready to welcome in peace and harmony. Yes. Amy says I'm ready to release playing smart and embracing what is. Yes. Yes. And you know, another thing that I'm releasing is scatteredness. So one thing that's come up, and I'll talk more about it tomorrow when we talk about the new beginnings. I'm coming back tomorrow if you didn't hear me for part 2. So today's about the release. Tomorrow's about the intention setting. But one thing I'm really calling in is containment. Containment. So I'm curious if anyone's been with me from the beginning. Let me know if you're new in the chat or if you've been with me since before I was a mom. But some of you guys, I started on Insight Timer in 2018. So it's been almost 8 years. 2019. It was either 2018, 2019, I started here on Insight Timer. And there's been a lot of changes. So I just really want to thank you guys if you have been with me through this cycle of my life, for just being here, for seeing me, for witnessing my changes, for allowing me to witness you guys. I'm so grateful for you. So thank you. Michelle says, I was in a horrible place and being around people who did not serve my inner self and who I really was. Yeah. And where are you now, Michelle? I'm curious, where are you now? We have 2 Michelles. We have another Michelle that says I'm new. But Michelle that said that you were in a horrible place being around people, I'm curious where you're at now. And I want you guys to just start to ponder the theme. What has this 9 years of your life taught you? And so for me, the theme has been all about self-love. It's been all about self-love. So at the beginning of 2017, me and one of my ex-boyfriends, who I really thought I was going to marry, we broke up in January of 2017, and that uncoupling came with a wild surprise. I was not anticipating that uncoupling. He had uncoupled with me, and looking back, he had uncoupled with me because of my own child wounds that at that time I wasn't aware of. And at that time in my life, I was in this place where I was seeking so much love outside of myself. And I didn't know self-love yet. I was just starting to begin the self-love journey right before that happened. And that uncoupling sent me down a journey that, oh boy, was it a journey of true self-love. And now I am happily married to my soulmate. I have a beautiful baby, a beautiful life, and I'm ready to not release, but I'm ready to release the need for external love. I want to welcome external love if it comes to me, but not need to prove my worth, not need to prove my value. And I really want to encourage all of you guys, every single one of you guys, whether that resonates or not, to release the need for others to love you and to allow yourself to love yourself so much that if someone else loves you, it's a bonus. It's a throw pillow on your couch. You don't need that throw pillow. I don't need that pink throw pillow on that couch over there. But it adds to the scene, right? It makes the environment. It makes you feel more home. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel lit up, right? It makes a space feel warm. But you don't need other people's love because you have so much love for yourself that it's just a bonus. It's a bonus throw pillow. So I invite you guys to really take that in. So, okay, I'm going to read through the comments and then I'm going to invite us into the meditation. I'll take about 3 minutes and then if there's any questions, if there's any thoughts, and then we'll go into the meditation. But I just am so grateful for you guys. Truly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting me. If you don't know who I am, if you haven't been with me, I'm Jen Rose Chinetti Kendall, and I am on a mission of unconditional love. I truly believe to the depth of my soul that love is not something we give. Love is not something we do. Love is who we are. And I truly know, I know it. I don't believe it. I know it. The unconditional love for every single person, everything on this planet is possible. And I am on a mission to awaken unconditional love in every single soul on this planet. I am here on a mission to bring back the divinity of motherhood and the sacred first 7 years of life, and to just mother the world. So if you don't know who I am, that's who I am. That's my mission. That's what I'm embodying here. And I just invite you guys to really just always tap into that unconditional love. And anytime you're here with me, to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But just thanks for trusting me. Okay, so I'm going to read through this. So Michelle said, I'm first here. I no longer surround myself with negativity. Yes, I'm in a 100% better place. Hello from Texas. Hi, Lola. Amy's thought, I was beginning of a journey of living the bigger life by moving part-time to LA. Yes. Now I'm able to enjoy sitting with myself. Lola, yes. I'm now living my dreams. Yes. Congratulations. Yay, everyone. All right, so happy New Year's Eve. I'm going to dive into the meditation now. I'm going to do a little bit of a sound check. Let me know if you can hear the music or not, and we'll figure it out. And then at the end of the meditation, I will invite any questions you guys have. If you enjoy this and you're not yet following me, please make sure to do so. I have an abundance of courses and meditations on the dashboard. Like I said, I've been on a little bit of a hiatus as I've been in the portal of motherhood. So it's the meditations and the courses aren't new, but they're still beautiful. And one more thing I want to mention is my intention going into 2026 is to come back to Insight Timer at least once a month. So I'm going to do a monthly live on Insight Timer, and it's my intention to do at least a monthly meditation. If I can get to a weekly, but that's really stretching it, at least a monthly meditation back on my dashboard. So That's my intention going in. So thank you, everyone. All right, let's just do a little sound check. Let me know if you guys can hear this music or not. Yes, no? Tell me in the chat. Yes, we can hear it. No, we can't. Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Is it perfect? Let me know how we are on the sound. Too loud, too quiet, perfect. Too loud, okay. Okay, how's that? Too loud, too quiet, perfect. Good, that's good? Okay, cool. All right, so this sound, this music, my husband made. So my husband is the musician. So my husband made this music and I make the meditations. So together we make beautiful sound and healing for people. So this is his music. His name is Levi Kendall. All right, guys, I'm going to start the music over and I'm going to invite you to just be wherever you are. Here we go. Inviting yourself to just close down your eyes. Finding a space where you will not be disturbed. And allowing yourself to just settle into this moment. Giving yourself the sacred permission to let go, to release, to be here. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. Holding your breath at the top as you anchor in, grounding into the presence of this moment. And then letting the breath go. And resting in the breath. Taking another deep breath in through your nose. Allowing all of your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit to relax. Holding the breath. And then letting the breath go naturally in rhythm. Taking another deep breath in, anchoring yourself into this space deeper and deeper. And with this in-breath, as you hold your breath, start to set your intention for this meditation, for the releasing of the past 9 years of your life, the releasing of the past year of your life, as we close out a sacred cycle of 9, going all the way back to the beginning of 2017. Continuing to focus on the breath as you allow your consciousness, your attention, your energy to just ever so gently shift back into the remembrance of you at the beginning of this 1 year cycle of 2017. And I invite you now to invite in that past version of yourself to be present with you in this meditation. Who were you? Where were you? What were you? At the beginning and all throughout 2017. Invite that version of you in. And you can imagine yourself almost going through a timeline. As you move into 2018 you. This is the cycle of 2. The second year of the 9-year cycle. Inviting in the version of you that stood in 2018 to be with you in meditation, to be with you in this moment. Moving into 2019 you. Inviting 2019 you into this sacred space, into this meditation. Imagining all of these versions of you standing behind you, all around you. Inviting in 2020 you. A version I'm sure all of you can imagine and remember. Such a sacred and life-changing historical year for the globe. Inviting in 2020 you, just as you were. And calling in 2021 you. Inviting them into this space to be with you, to guide you, to reflect with you. Calling upon 2022 you. Inviting them to be with you, to surround you, honoring this version of you, honoring all of these versions of you, the many different aspects and colors of you, inviting now in 2023 you. Inviting them into this space. Inviting in 2024 you. Feeling into this version of you. Inviting them to surround you and all the other versions of you in this beautiful sacred space. And finally, inviting in the 2025 you. The you that stood at the beginning of 2025. And all of the versions of you throughout this year that extend into the now 2025 you. That sits here in meditation, inviting in all of these sacred yous, feeling into all of the aspects of you, all of the versions of you, to guide you, to guide each other, to lead you, to lead each other. Honoring all of these yous and all of the love and all of the hurt and all of the pain, all of the peace. Inviting all of these yous here now And just take a moment now to feel into the energy of the past 9 years of your life. The past 9 years of you feeling in your heart. Breathing into the you that is here now. The you that you have become. And start to come into the intention of releasing all that no longer serves this now version of you that you're stepping into in the new year. With all of yous surrounding you from the past 9 years, start to feel into the themes, the memories, the key moments over the past 9 years. Allowing yourself to key into the question of what was the theme? What was the lesson? What was the learning that this cycle taught me, that was asking for me, that was guiding me on? And starting to reflect and go all the way back to the beginning of this 9-year cycle of 2017. And taking just a moment to reflect back. What was happening in your life? Who were you? Where were you? What were you? What people surrounded you? What environments surrounded you? What did life look like for you? Reflecting back, allowing yourself to release and let go of anything in 2017 that you still are carrying, that you still are holding on to from this year, 9 years later. With all of the yous surrounding you, start to reflect. Start to release. Start to let go. Allowing yourself to stay present and allowing the simple mantra, release, let go, to anchor you in, taking only with you the wisdom and leaving the rest. Giving gratitude to 2017. Giving gratitude to all of the people and the environment of 2017. And then repeating internally, release, let go. And bringing your awareness now to 2018. 2018 you. Who were you? What were you? Where were you? What theme continued to show up for you? What lessons, what teachings, what experiences surrounded you in 2018? Noticing what needs to be released, what needs to be let go of, that you're still holding on to 8 years later. Allowing yourself now the time to reflect, to release, to let go, taking only the wisdom with you. Allowing the mantra, release, let go, to echo as you reflect. I invite you at any point to give wisdom, to give messages to these different versions of you as you reflect. Giving these past versions of you the message that they were praying for, crying for, asking for. Guiding these past versions of you as you needed to be guided back then. Being the angel for yourself that you were seeking. Giving gratitude, appreciation to 2018. Repeating the mantra, release, let go, and bringing only the wisdom with you. Bringing your consciousness and awareness to the year 2019. Who were you? Where were you? What were you? What surrounded you in 2019? What themes continue to repeat that were similar to the years before? What lessons, what teachings, what experiences did you hold? What needs to be released and let go of from 2019 that you're still holding on to and carrying 7 years later. Repeating the mantra as you reflect, release, let go. As you reflect, you release, and you let go. Bringing with you only the wisdom. Giving this version of you any wisdom, any messages, guiding them, whispering in this version of you's ears what to do, how to move. Giving gratitude and appreciation for 2019. Releasing, letting go. Bringing your awareness now to 2020 you. The year of 2020, the historical year in history. Who were you? What were you? Where were you? Noticing the themes, the lessons, the teachings. Feeling into what this year felt like for you. Noticing the anchoring of this middle year in this 9-year cycle. What themes from this year continue to play out? Allowing yourself to reflect on 2020, releasing and letting go of anything that you're still holding on to. 6 years later. What needs to be released? What needs to be let go of? What needs to be held on to? Noticing how you've shifted, how you've changed, how you've stayed the same, how life has changed, how life has shifted. Anchoring in the mantra, release, let go. Giving gratitude and appreciation for 2020 and all of the chaos and all of the calm and whatever 2020 felt like for you. Give gratitude. And then release, let go. Bringing with you only the wisdom. And bringing your awareness and your memory to 2021. Who were you? What were you? Where were you? Reflecting on this year, noticing the themes, the lessons, the wisdom, and releasing anything from this year that you're still holding on to, that's no longer serving your highest timeline. Anchoring in the mantra, release, let go. Noticing how far you've come. Repeating the mantra. Release, let go. Bringing with you only the wisdom. And bringing your awareness and your consciousness to the memory of 2023. Reflecting on the themes, the lessons, the teachings. What did you experience? What people surrounded you? What environments were you in? Allowing yourself to release and to let go and to reflect on anything that's no longer serving your highest timeline. And bringing with you the wisdom that is. Noticing all of the things that served you, as well as all the things that didn't. Reflecting, releasing, and letting go. repeating the mantra, release, let go. Giving gratitude to 2023 for all of the wisdom that you now carry. Bringing your awareness, your memory to 2024. Noticing what themes continued to surface all of these 8 years in the cycle. Notice what lessons, what teachings, what people surrounded you. Who were you? What were you? Where were you? Reflecting, releasing, letting go. Repeating the mantra, release, let go, and bringing with you only the wisdom that is still serving you. Giving gratitude to 2024. And finally, bringing your awareness to 2025. Reflecting on the themes of this year, the themes of the past 9 years of this numerology cycle, this year of closing, this year of endings, this year of shedding the old, shedding what didn't serve you. Notice your lessons, your learnings. Notice who you were and who you are now from the beginning of 2025 to who sits here now. Releasing and letting go of anything from 2025 that no longer serves your highest timeline before you enter 2026. Choosing to hold on to only the version of you, the things, the people that serve your highest timeline and the highest timeline of all. Reflecting, releasing, and letting go. And repeating the mantra, release, let go. Giving gratitude for all of 2025. And taking just a moment of silence to reflect on these sacred 9 years. Bringing your awareness back to all of these versions of you. All that you've overcome, all that you've held, all that you've loved. Give so much gratitude and appreciation for yourself, for all of the love that you've held, the pain that you've held, the anger that you've held, the experiences. And choose to release, to let go as you step into tomorrow, a brand new cycle of 9. Leaving behind anything, anyone that doesn't serve your highest timeline and the highest timeline for all. You choose who you want to be. You choose your life. And nothing and no one chooses that for you. Releasing and letting go. Thanking all of these past versions of you. Guiding all of these past versions of you. And holding on to these past versions of you for the wisdom and the remembrance that they carry. For you are their teachers, and they're also your teachers. Bringing in true unconditional love for all of the yous, all of the people with a different name that you came in contact with. Giving gratitude and unconditional love to all of the places, the environments. And starting to anchor back into your breath. Coming back into this space. Breathing in. Breathing out. Placing your hands on your heart. Feeling the rising and the falling of your chest, of your heart. Remembering that your heart was the first organ to develop in the womb of your mother. It's your aliveness. It's your life force. Come back to it. Allowing your heartbeat to bring you back into this space, back into this room. Allowing all that you just felt, you experienced to anchor into your dream world. As you fall asleep tonight, letting go and knowing that you get to quantum jump and quantum leap into 2026. Not only a new year, but a new cycle of 9. What you bring in and what you don't bring into 2026 starts the sameness or the difference of the 9-year cycle that you're entering. So move into 2026 with consciousness, with intention. Asking yourself, what do I want to continue from 2025 into 2026? And what is no longer serving me to continue on in this next 9-year cycle? And breathe into that. And if you haven't already, I invite you to just gently open up your eyes to come back into this space. Have gratitude, appreciation. Welcome Welcome to a new you. Welcome back, beautiful souls. Welcome back. That went a little bit longer than I anticipated. But once I start, I can't stop. Thank you guys so much for being here, for allowing me to guide you. Let me know in the comments how that resonated with you. Let me know what came up, what you released, that you may or may not have been conscious of before. And Karina, you had asked about the meaning of the 9-year cycle. So numerology, every year adds up to a different number. And every year represents a different theme, a different subject. We have on a consciousness level, 2025, for example, was a 9-year, a year of closing for everyone. But we also have a personal year for our own individual self based off of our birthday. And so we were ending the past 9 years, a past 9-year cycle that started in 2017, if you didn't tap into that throughout the meditation. And we're now ending it. And so when we wake up tomorrow in 2026, we are beginning a brand new cycle of 9 that will carry on for the next 9 years of our life. And so there will be another theme. For me, for example, I didn't realize, obviously, at the beginning of 2017, but I realize now, looking back, that these past 9 years, one of the core themes for me was self-love. I shared at the beginning of, before the meditation, that January 2017, one of my ex-boyfriends and I take that back, my last boyfriend before I committed to my husband, my last long-term relationship, him and I went through an uncoupling, and it was very unexpected. And our ending of our relationship was triggered by what I didn't realize then, but I now know was my own inner child wounds that caused that uncoupling. And it caused this theme for the past 9 years of self-love, of asking Jenna Rose, are you going to choose other, or are you going to choose you? And prior, 9-year-old Jenna Rose always was going to choose others. It was the beginning of my self-love journey. But if you were to ask me back then, who do you love more, them or you? The answer would have been them. And I went through quite the journey. I'm almost tearing up right now. I went through quite the journey of self-love. My whole life, I prayed and I manifested. And I promise you, I'm speaking vulnerably here. I hope that's okay. I hope this helps you guys. But all I ever wanted was to find my soulmate, to get married, to have children. It was my greatest life mission. And 9 year ago, Jenna Rose was still so much on that mission. And I dated partner after partner after partner, looking for my soulmate, not realizing that I am my soulmate. And so when I went through this uncoupling, it caused this chain reaction, which then brought me into meditation, actually. It was in 2017 that I found meditation and gave me what I call my known spiritual awakening, which is a subject for another day, but I went through a spiritual awakening. And I started this journey of self-love, which I'll give you a little bit. It led to one relationship before my husband now that was very abusive. And I ended that relationship with bruises all over my body, with bruises all over emotionally, mentally. And looking back, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd date that man all over again. I'd experience that relationship all over again. I'd take every hit that he gave. And I'm not saying do that. If you're in an abusive relationship, I'm not condoning this. But looking back at my life, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't go back and say leave that until the moment that I did leave it. Because that relationship triggered for me. So it was the beginning trigger was the uncoupling with the good love, the good relationship. I thought I was married, which then led to this abusive one a couple months later. That really drove me into my self-love journey. That really, really anchored my self-love journey. Where I chose in that moment that never again, what I said back then, that never again was I going to choose a man over myself. And I vowed after that relationship that I would not get into another committed monogamous relationship with anyone until I knew it was the man I was going to marry. And I committed to that. I did date. I did see other people. But I didn't commit to a monogamous partnership. And then I met my husband in 2018. 2019. I met my husband. And even when I saw him, I couldn't recognize he was my husband because I was so deep in my self-love journey that I couldn't even see that my husband just walked into the room. But he was there. He became my best friend. He the moment I met him, I knew he was my soulmate. I knew he was a soulmate. I just didn't know he was my husband's soulmate. And even after dating him, I continued on the self-love journey. I continued to date. I continued to fail. I continued to succeed in self-love. And then finally, in the beginning of 2023, actually January 1st, 2023, my husband flew to Sedona. I was living in Sedona. We were apart. And he proposed. And we were engaged. And I came back to now Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then we got married in 2023. I got pregnant in 2023. And then we had our baby in 2024. And so now I sit here before you. If anyone's experiencing my story that I just gave, I didn't expect to show that. But it was a journey of self-love. And only when you find the self-love will you then have the reflection of the greatest love you could ever imagine reflecting back at you. And so in my long rant, we're ending a 9-year cycle. And I have no idea what my 9-year cycle will be next. I don't know what your next 9-year cycle will be. But I pray for you. I manifest for you. I visualize for each and every one of you guys that's here that you will be on your highest timeline, that you will be in the cycle that will be of the highest love, the highest peace, the highest enlightenment, that all of the painful moments and the hurtful moments and the chaotic moments will be moments that will trigger your greatest growth and your greatest evolution for yourself. Because when we know what we don't want, we know more clearly what we do want. And so I am someone that celebrates the anger. I am someone that celebrates the sadness. I'm someone who celebrates all of the feelings and the emotions that we don't want to feel. Because just like flowers and trees need sun to grow, they also need rain to grow. And we also need not just the happy days, but we also need the sad days, the rainy days, the thunder days, the whatever days. We're living nature, we're living weather. And so, long rant, we're beginning a new cycle tomorrow. And so today was all about releasing, letting go. This was part 1. And I will be coming back tomorrow for part 2 at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will be then diving into intention setting. We will then be moving into what do we want to create, what do we want to manifest, who do we want to be in this next 9 years, how do we want to visualize that. So I'll be leading you guys through another meditation tomorrow. So I do hope that you guys will join me tomorrow as well. But that's the 9-year cycle. So before I go, I'm going to read through these comments because I saw you guys were commenting when I was talking. And let me know if you have any questions. Let me know in the chat what resonated with you today, what felt good to you. Let me know if anything didn't feel good to you. Let me know what themes and topics you guys would like for me to discuss. So, as I've said multiple times, if you heard, I've been on a little bit of a break from my business and coaching. I've had very limited clients up until now. I haven't been on Insight Timer very much because I've been in the portal of motherhood. But I'm feeling the call from my higher self to come back to Insight Timer at least monthly for now, to do a live monthly. And so any topics that you guys want to hear more about, any themes you want to hear more about, any meditations you want, please let me know. I tailor every single thing that I do to what you guys need, to what you guys want. So please don't be shy. Let me know all of that. If you're not yet following me, please make sure to follow me so that you get the updates tomorrow. And if this was worth your time and this was valuable to you, feel free to leave a donation of gratitude. Never expected, but always appreciated. But I want to read through the comments and let me know if you have any questions. Amazing meditation, beautiful. It was very eye-opening. Yes, brilliant. Yes. Thank you so much for explaining that, John. It was very healing to reflect on those years and look forward to this new cycle. How can we decide a new theme for 2026? So, I believe that it's a mix of you intending and you setting an intention of what you feel you need, what you feel you desire, but also letting go and allowing the universe to guide you, to lead you, to empower you. Because you know what? And I'm about to cry right now. I have no idea what my intention was for 2016 going into 2017. But I bet you, I can almost promise you, that if I was to look through all of my journals from back then, I probably was saying, I hope that Andre proposes to me and that I have a ring on my finger and that we're getting married and I'm going to be a wife and I'm going to be a mom. I can almost promise you that was probably my intention, right? It was not my intention for me to get broken up with. It was not, I'm going to cry. It was not my intention to go into self-love. My intention was for someone to love me. Not for me to love myself. But that's what the universe gave me. That's the medicine the universe gave me. Only in finding self-love could I now, 9 years later, have the intention that I set all those years later. But that past version of me, she didn't know that she needed to find self-love to get to her husband. She thought that her husband was the one that was living with her. She didn't know that wasn't her husband. So we don't know what the universe, what our higher self, what 9 years from now us wants to gift us. So it's a mix of the masculine and the feminine, right? So it's a mix of you setting an intention, right? So that's the masculine. You're setting the intention. So for example, mine is containment. My intention for the next 9 years, like vulnerably, openly, I want to serve millions of people. I want to empower people. I want to help people on their own personal level. I want to build my dream home, my actual physical dream home. I'm intending home. Right? That's my masculine mind that says, this is what I intend, this is what I want. But my feminine says, I don't know the route to get there. And I'm going to let go. And I'm going to allow the universe to give me whatever theme it needs to give me for the next 9 years of life. So that's how we decide the theme. A little bit of our own intention setting and a little bit of just letting go and letting God, however the expression goes. Thank you for sharing. That was a beautiful story. Yes, because you never know what may come after the sadness. The sun comes out. Yes, after rain always comes a rainbow. And yes, 2026 is a 1 year of the horse. Yes. Yes, let go, be in the unknown, get uncomfortable. Yes, and you know what? So many people are scared to be uncomfortable So many people are scared to be uncomfortable. And if I have a superpower, if I have a darkness, I'm going to tell you guys my darkness. You want to hear my darkness? I love making people feel uncomfortable. If I have a dark thing, I love making people feel uncomfortable, because only in the uncomfortableness can you grow. And if someone is uncomfortable, so for example, in you being on 100% authentically you, is going to trigger and make other people who aren't living authentically with themselves uncomfortable. People are always going to be uncomfortable when they're not being authentically themselves. And so if someone tells you, which just the past week or two, someone told me that I make them uncomfortable, and I didn't cry about it. In unconditional love, I just said to myself, I didn't say to them, obviously, but I thought, good. I'm helping you to grow. I'm helping you to evolve. I'm helping you to expand. A baby being birthed into this earth, it's not comfortable. A mother giving birth, I know from experience, it's not comfortable to birth a baby. But in the pain, in the contractions, in the hurt, in the grumbling, in the moaning, you get to birth the most beautiful love of your life. You get to birth a physical baby, or you get to birth your dream life. So I really encourage everyone, maybe that's the intention, maybe that's your intention, to allow yourself to start to become comfortable in the uncomfortability. Because I promise you, if you just like childbirth, if you just let go, if you just rest, and you just say, well, you know what? Yes, this is uncomfortable. Yes, this is painful. But this is birthing my baby. This is birthing my life. This is birthing the version of me that I want to be. This is birthing my business. This is birthing my children, right? This is birthing love. This is birthing family. This is birthing a whole new earth, a whole new state of consciousness. Allow the pain to be, though, because you know what? The pain is temporary. And if I had one mantra, I actually had in my label, I made myself a whole meditation affirmation, obviously. But my number one affirmation when I was in labor was, thank you that this pain is bringing my baby. Thank you that this pain is bringing my baby. And so I give you that affirmation. Thank you that this pain is bringing your baby, your manifestations, your dream life. Thank you that the uncomfortable is bringing the life that you want. I see you. And butterfly, yes, butterfly. You can't cut last time I'm going to say it, but if you cut a caterpillar out of its cocoon, it's never going to learn how to fly. It will never fly. You have to allow the struggle of the caterpillar to make its way out of its cocoon so that it gets the strength, because it needs the actual pressure to then be able to flap your wings. You are a beautiful butterfly. So everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I am so grateful. I am so humbled. I am so appreciative for all 88 of you guys that joined today. Thank you so much for trusting me with your heart. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for part 2. Where we'll be doing the beginning and the intention setting for 2026. If you're not yet following me, I invite you guys to click the follow button so that you can show up tomorrow. I am going to be coming back monthly now. I am going to be doing new meditations, new talks, all of that in the coming year. That is my intention, is to come back at least monthly. All of the other time goes to my little boy. So let me know what you guys need. Let me know what you want. Please feel free to send me a message here on Insight Timer. You can find me on any social media platform, although I am a little bit off of social media as I'm still in that motherhood portal. But you guys can email me, Jenna@jennarosegenetti.com, check out my website. I have very limited, if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, I only have openings for 3 one-on-one clients right now because, again, I'm in motherhood mode right now. That's my highest priority. So I'm opening up only 3 spaces right now for this coming year. So if I resonate with you, if you'd like to learn more, please feel free to reach out to me. And I'll always message you guys back. So thank you guys so much. And if this was worth your time and this was valuable to you, feel free to leave a donation of gratitude. It helps me to just continue the momentum, to give more to you guys, to give more output. It helps all of the teachers on the platform. So I thank you guys so much. Thank you. Have a beautiful New Year's Eve. I am now going to do some ceremony and intention setting with my husband. We have a New Year's Eve ritual every year where we create a vision board, and we have this book that we put our intentions for the year and we reflect on the year previously. So we're going to do that, and we're going to create some beautiful pictures for our vision board. I'm super excited. So I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for you, and I will see you guys soon. Happy New Year's Eve. Actually, let me read the comments. Yes, so true. People have told me that as well. I know I'm meant to do, being authentically me, unapologetically. Yes. First time here, sometimes we have to break open. A little comfort followed. I'm a teacher here as well. Beautiful. Well, I would love to network. I love connections. So thank you for the donation. Thank you. All right, guys. Have a good New Year's. Bye. I love you.